is day 10. I am so grateful to God for bringing me here. Today, the intention is to prioritize patience over FOMO. Let me say that again. Patience over FOMO, or fear of missing out. That is something that I've been struggling with, where I see price do something, price gets to a level, and it may slightly tap me, or not slightly tap me, but probably miss me or whatever. And so I probably market execute where when I probably should have just waited to get a better entry and be okay if I did miss the entry. I mean, I need to practice patience, and probably you too. You do need to as well. So the verse of the day that brings all of that together is Ecclesiastes 3:1, and it reads, "For everything there is a season and time for every matter under heaven." What if we just trusted God to help us with our trades? God is helping us with the analyses. We put our limit order, and we just be patient and wait and see. We take what we know and we set it aside, and we say, God, take the reins on this, take the wheel. I'll read that again. For everything, there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. So this Friday, I'm going to just be patient. I'm not going to rush into anything. I'm going to look at my charts. I'll set my limit order, and I'm going to let price come to me. Okay. So before we hop into the charts, let us pray. Lord, thank you for bringing me to day 10 of this journey. Day 10. Help me to be patient today and not rush into trades out of fear of missing out. Give me the discipline to wait for the setups that align with my plan. Remind me that what is meant for me will not pass me by. Wow. What is meant for me will not pass me by. What is meant for me will not pass me by. Let me trade with peace, patience, and the sound mind. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. You know what we got to do? Let's hop into these charts. Kicked up. Let's do it. Perfect. So, first things first, we're going to see about news. And we always, whoa, look at that. Look at all that 830 news, those red folders, employment change, unemployment rate. A lot's going on in our country right now. So, God, give us strength. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. Okay, so 8:30, let's see what we can get before 8:30. Um, as we do, we're going to follow our checklist. I actually pulled this up and I keep modifying it each time when I, uh, do something. Yesterday, I realized that volume matters. So if you don't have as much volume, you can kind of keep some of your trades conservative, etc. Um, and you can adjust. And I think adjusting is not bad. If it makes sense, adjust. Okay. Something else too, I would oftentimes leave the charts while the chart's doing this thing. I'm going to watch the charts today. I'm going to sit down and just watch the charts, be detached from it, set my limit orders and see. The good thing too is that if a new setup presents itself, I can take that setup too, which is what I missed yesterday because I wasn't sitting on the charts. So I'm going to try it out today. Let's see how that feels. Yeah, let's go. So we're going to do gold, and then I'm going to find, we're just going to do the analyses as we do and go from there. Okay. So first up, we are going to just draw out the relevant swings and see what's happening in terms of trends. So I'm going to look at the daily. So we've been seeing this price made this strong indication downward, but we've been making higher lows, even though we've kind of been just consolidating right here, right? It looks like we made up, down. I don't know if we're gonna, yeah, we still haven't broken this. So let's go ahead and draw these swing points, right? We haven't broken this swing point here. Even though price made an indication that it wanted to come down, it's kind of been going up. Probably it might come down, but we shall see. And I'm just gonna mark that one actually. That's the more important swing there. But price didn't break this. So we're still kind of in the correction if we're wanting to go back down. There's this swing there in the center. And yeah, that's kind of and then there's this one here. I'm gonna go down to the 1 hour. I'm just gonna check that. Go down to the 1 hour, see what we got. So I'm just looking at current price action. I'm gonna adjust that a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So what I like is how oftentimes the swing points correspond to previous day highs, New York highs, like these key levels that price is attracted to. So oftentimes when you're making your trade, you can kind of look and say, does price need to correct that? Right now, yeah, I'm going to mark out this swing point here, which happens to be New York low or and the previous day low. Um, we also have this swing point here, which happens to be Asia high. Look at that. So let's just say this price will be attracted to either of these ends. So that's good to know when we're trading. There's also this swing low, which actually corresponds with the previous day high. So I'm going to take that out. And we do have this previous day high swing point. So now let me also, I'm going to mark up the swing point here too. So, and just for fun, because I'm trying to kind of get better at understanding like who's in power, the seller or buyer, we made a bullish reaction, right? Price broke the swing low, went back up, and then broke it, right? So here the sellers had control because we broke it. Then it corrected a little bit. It went back up. It corrected a little bit. It didn't quite break the swing high, but it broke this high and then came down, right? So we made a high. We made lower lows. Okay. Price during Asia session did not come up to here. And price, so here, right? And then price made London low. So we're still in London session, so this low can change. But as of right now, this is where we are at right now. So based on what I'm seeing, we are making lower lows, lower highs. So we are in a downtrend. So I don't know, we could still be going down. um, or we may want to go up higher than come down. So price might want to correct this high, then come down. So that's something else too. Let me just put here. Price might want to correct the London high, Asia high, and then come back down. Okay, that could happen too. So, anyways, I have this cute indicator that shows that on the higher time frames we are bearish. So again, this kind of helps me potentially predispose sells or buys. We'll see what presents itself. So, anyways, that's that. And let's go to the 15 minutes to see if we have any other swing lows. Just good to have a checklist. We're going to do this step by step. I want to be systematic with this. Okay. Okay, so we're here. Any other swing highs, swing lows that present themselves? That was, yeah, that remember that. We have this one over here that I'm just going to mark out. And we have this low here, which actually ends up being Asia high, so I'm not going to mark that one up. Okay, I'm just going to mark this one up here. Okay. Actually, yeah, I don't really see anything too different. Well, there's this, hold up, there's this low here that actually ends up being close to New York low. So we're just gonna leave that because either we're gonna correct the Asia low or go here. So cool. Okay, cool. So we're good with that. And oftentimes I don't really correct 5 minutes, but we can look at the 5 minutes too and see if there's anything that presents itself that I would need to check out. I mean, there could be this. this swing low right over here. That price just didn't quite break when it came down. It tried, but it finally did, and then corrected above and went down. So that's why sometimes it's going to have those lower time frames. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to go back up here to, and remember, swing points are great for entries and TPs. Create best fib around ranges. We're going to create the fib. Uh, and let's see. So essentially, we had that. I remember we marked it up. Price. This became a range once it broke this swing low. And yeah, so I'm going to draw a bullish fib from this high to this low. And let's see how price aligns with it. And this is from my main mentor, Zeke, essentially showing the predetermined levels in the market that price is respected and can have a reaction. So bullish, bearish reactions. And we've seen this already, how price respects these areas. So we can, when they come back to those areas, the probability of having a reaction makes sense. So I'm just looking at this right now. You see how price came back and retested that area, came down. Um, Price has yet to retest this area. So this is a good area where I would like to either sell from. So above the 50%, so halfway between this fib is the 50%. Above 50% premium, mostly sells, below discount, mostly buys. Okay, I'm liking this fib because price hit again, and we're going up at the moment. Um, I do think price might want to keep going up to correct this, and then, may want to correct this. We don't know how far up, but right now we are mainly bearish. So keep that in mind. Anyways, I like this fib and I'm going to keep it. I think this is the only fib right now that we could actually use, to be honest. We may have a smaller fib somewhere. Um, we may have a smaller fib that we probably could use. I'll go down to the 5 minutes and see, since price is moving a bit slowly too. So let's just check. Hey, I'm going to keep this fib on, the larger time fib. But yeah, we did have this break in structure. Not, ooh, it's just I don't like this fib. It's not the best, but I'm just gonna put it on here. Um, because technically I do think price is going up, and so if price wants to retest, price can probably retest here and then go up. Yeah, and I'll be okay with that. Okay, so potential, this is actually not too bad. Um, it did did it close above this line? Not quite. Not- But anyways, what I like about it is that price has already been respecting this level. So it's not a bad fib actually. So and there's also an order block here. So we marked up our fibs. Let's head back to the thing we've marked. Yes, we've marked up our fibs. We have looked at a 5 minute fib. We are in the 5 minutes, a smaller fib, essentially. I mean, you can have a smaller fib on the 15 minutes, but the 5 minutes here show me something. So we're gonna mark up the inducements. There's an order block here that I'm seeing. There's also, ooh, I like this. There's a holy girl, a burr. I'm kind of learning some new stuff here, guys. Essentially an order block that was the source of a push, which that's what order blocks are, right? Yeah, there is this. Mm-hmm. and something. So yeah, it would be if price wanted to correct, pricing probably want to come and correct here, this area. So this could be a potential long right over here for price to go up. Or price may just want to react off here too, because we do have a good order block there. So I might actually, that actually may be uh, the better, the better sell. Okay, so that's potentially one trade there. I'm going to remove this for right now, this larger fib, so that it doesn't confuse me. Okay, so that's potentially one fib we could do. I could take that to, yeah, three. Okay, and then we can also have, I'm just looking here for other inducements. Price has retested this area a lot. But if it breaks out to the upside, we can come back down. I'm going to take this out. And then another potential trade that we can take, because I do think price is going upwards, at least to correct highs, right? It might come back down after, but at least to correct highs. We also have this order block here that is on the 618, and we can take a quick sell there. Um, we could. That's a possibility. We are in the discount area of the larger fib, so if I were to choose anything, I would prioritize sells here. Or sorry, buys here. But again, this could potentially be a sell. This can be a trade as we are overall bearish. So price may want to push up and keep going down and correct. We don't know. Price does interesting thing. So that could be something. So I'm going to just leave those two trades there. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how this all plays out. I'm going to go ahead and create my limit orders, just to do some deeper analysis, but I'll be back. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, fam. So I'm I have I'm not happy with myself because I feel like I'm missing things that I should not be missing. I had there were two trades that I missed. There was the trade that came at it broke this. I had put my test my buy. I wanted to buy from here. However, price broke out and hit the 50%, retested the 50% and went up. On the larger FIP, we were in the discount area, so I knew a buy would happen, right? However, price did that, price went up. I missed this, so missed this buy. No worries. Then I missed the retest of the 382 to go up. I missed it. Instead, I had my sell here, and looking back here, once price had retested, there was really no reason for price to want to respect this. It went all the way up, retested here. So I lost that. And a little bit in drawdown right now. I am not gonna lie, I'm feeling discouraged. Not gonna lie. Because I feel like when I'm practicing, I get it. And then when I'm live trading or whatever, I miss it. And I don't know if it's just some fear or some whatever, but it's all good because the trade was there. I Bella just didn't see it. And I'm asking God for guidance on how to just sort of see what I need to see. I'm not gonna lie, I am tired this morning, but I'm not gonna make that. I mean, like it's there. I know I had to log in pretty quickly. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some reflection and meditation on that, and try to figure out ways to help myself to not miss the trades that I should be taking and stay away from the trades that I should, and stay away from the trades I shouldn't. Was this necessarily a bad setup? No, it wasn't. But the truth is, after Price had done all this, it respecting here was just not likely. It would need it, there was enough buying pressure for this level to fail. Okay. I also I didn't watch it. I also kind of took a little bit of I closed my eyes. I had the alert, but the alert didn't buzz. But all in all, it's all good. Am I a little disappointed in myself? Absolutely. But that's that. Life moves on. So I might take another trade. I'm gonna probably clear this all up and try again. But patience, I think I practiced patience. I didn't, just blindly enter. But I also just should take trades that are there. And the funny thing was, at the time, I didn't see them, and I don't know what the issue is. So I have some reflection to do for sure. But we live and we learn. I'm not giving up on myself. I know that one day I will get this, and then it will be easy. That it will just make sense. And trading does is a mirror to yourself. It shows you what you need to work on yourself. So I got a lot of stuff I got to work on. Okay, well, that's that. We will show up next week. Keep going.